Tape is rolling. Quiet on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the BMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Les. And that's Jack, who is just getting here, but on a work call. Yay! He made it. Well, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Manic Monday right here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And it is October 11th, otherwise known as Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, or who gives a crap as long as we get the day off day, whatever you all want to do. Let me check. I believe that there's still a crown sale going on. Let's just check on that real quick. Anybody know if that's actually still in? Can we actually see that from here? Let's see. Let us see. Yes, crowns are still on sale as of right now. Tina don't get the day off. Yeah, most people don't get the day off. It's just one of them things. Some people do, some people don't. I think only the banks and the government folks actually get that off. But crowns are still on sale. Chris put them up on sale on Friday. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Just a moment. So hang out with me. Econ this me neither. It's an optional holiday. Well, if it's optional, why don't you take the option, or do you just not get paid for it? Giveaway is now open, and I got to see something here. Do I actually have to do that from the other place? I guess so. So let's go look over here. I don't see anything in there for it. Let's go someplace over here and look for it. There's a new feature from Streamlabs that I've been playing with and I'm looking at, and I'm just trying to figure out whether it's actually functional or not. So just give me 1 second while I look at this. Let's see if it shows up over here. And I don't see it yet. Nope, don't see it yet, so we're not going to talk about. If he takes the day off, then he's got to apply a vacation day. I see. Well, that sucks. That really bites. The kiddies get the day off. Oh, no. Who's that? Oh, Casey Cupcakes. What's going on, Casey?
What's up?
How's the cupcake game going?
Made hundreds of them now. I think I'm sick of them.
Now that you can finally make them, now you're tired of them, huh? That's funny. That's
Just
funny.
black worm ones.
Can't you make? No, that's just food. Okay, as I was gonna say, you can now make food out of people's body parts and stuff like that, but you can't make cupcakes out of it yet.
You can fart in the wind.
Ah, yes, you can fart in the wind.
And you can open giveaways.
Giveaway is already open. Was that profanity at the beginning of the show during Quiet on the Set because a call came in just as you were getting ready to come in here? Is that what that was?
He didn't hear it ringing?
No, all I heard was you go, ah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like right as
I mean,
live and everything else. I mean,
that's what the intro today is going to be. Jack going, fuck. But alrighty, yeah, sitting here wondering if you were actually going to make it in time. Just barely made it in.
So did anybody watch Friday's live stream and see if Chris answered my question?
I started watching it. I got about a half hour in before I got interrupted, and I
was going to say, were you annoyed by? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was actually just the big head and the fish tank is what it was. It was the big head.
His head wasn't cut off this time?
No, at least not that I saw. It was the big head and the fish tank, you know.
Yeah.
But one of the very first off, he started from the top of the list, which was like from the end of August questions.
Yeah. See, he'll never get through that list.
So there was no. Yeah, it was like very end of August, and then he was taking some questions from in chat. But of course, the first question he got blatantly wrong until somebody pointed out exactly what the question was, because they don't read and they don't listen. Yeah. So let's get over on screen here and let's go up to the stained glass window and go to locate vendor items.
Okay.
Locate vendor player items. And the question was, can we get a search feature? And he went into this diatribe of how they're working on the search feature for all that stuff, and you know how they're working on it, and blah 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 blah. And he went on for 5+ minutes about it until somebody said, "No, that's not what we're talking about." And then he went, "Oops, oh," and then went on to. I got to close that. Sean Paxlayer, what's up there, Sean? 300 bits gonna get him a mystery game key. And let's see what he's gonna get himself a copy of. He's gonna get himself a copy of Orwell, Keeping an Eye on You.
Nice.
$9.99 on Steam. 'Steam. 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 ' Always appreciate it. And if I can get this copied. And the Maynard with 500 bits, kicking off the first game of marbles for today.
Oh, you know what that
Maynard.
means? Someone has to load up the game of marbles.
Yeah, I'm sure. And Maynard's always a random track unless he decides to change his mind.
Don't need a game to be watched anymore. Wait, what was that shot glass? Oh. And then over here, Sean saying 300 bits because Laz sucks worse than you, which means it's time to give you a game key. And we're going to give you a copy of Undead Horde. Let's go see how much that is. Store.
Oh, we got a new track.
Undead Horde. $16.99 for Sean. You like that one? The Undead Horde. Okay, there you go. $16.99. Okay. So oh,
yeah, it looks like there were
is
only
that-
a couple of hiccups there a couple minutes ago. It looks like it's settled now. I don't know why it does that.
and it's the two tin cans and a string.
Yeah. But we've got a new track in marbles, which is my random track, which is now track number 59. Gerg's
Yeah.
Splashtastic Sea Venture is what we're playing here, and this looks like a pretty cool track, I must say.
Okay.
Tina, you're gonna have to come here and find out yourself.
Oh.
Exclamation
sure.
play on both sides. Exclamation, I love free shit because there will be a giveaway at the
We're
end of
clicking
this race.
Play in 3, 2, 1, start.
69 seconds to get in on the action.
And Laz, don't forget to switch to the marbles game.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay. Because
If you're not seeing it, I don't know why you're not seeing it. It's up on the screen. Maybe you need a
See the
refresh.
track, Laz? Yeah, it's not on Twitch. I don't know, man.
The
watch
Twitch
Laz's
screen
stream.
is there. Yeah, live scene. I'll switch between the two again. Live scene, marble scene.
Okay. Down to 30 seconds. I'm playing the House of Pain on my side.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah,
how's
that was
Jack
my
feeling? Did you get over that third poke in the arm?
Yeah. I took some. So I actually took some Tylenol. Someone had to bring it to me because I don't have any drugs in the house other than insulins. That seemed to actually remove like the pain from the shot as well as the massive headache that I was experiencing. And yeah, so that seemed to work.
And here we go. Down this funkadelic new track. Holy crap, this is funky.
Wait, there's a new track?
I just said that 3 times. Where were you?
I'm not paying attention to you because you're still.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Why would I ever pay attention to you?
Yeah, if you didn't refresh, if you refresh, it should be showing now. But I think that's probably why I'm losing some frames, is because I actually had a stream coming back at me, so maybe that'll fix it now that I've turned that off.
You were watching someone else's stream?
No, I was watching my own stream. I was on the dashboard, and the dashboard had the stream up. So, yeah, bringing your own stream back in while you're streaming usually isn't a good option. So, but right now
my
I am in
internet
the
connection
lead.
can handle it. Maynard is in the lead on my side. Since we're playing the House of Pain, he has made it to double mixing bowl number 2. On to
And
number
Mom
3.
in for the win, sneaks in before Cynicist and myself. Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Mom.
Mom.
But this is
Maynard
a
made it
cute
through
little
double
track.
mixing ball number 3 on his way to the final set of
I just gotta
balls.
swing around, and the giant octopus or giant squid, that's pretty cool.
Congratulations
The
there,
huge shark.
Maynard. And you just went all kinds of like Laz, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
here.
Your robot voice, so your internet connection's really bad right now. Is it raining in Florida or something?
No, it's crystal clear.
Are you sure it's not raining somewhere in Florida?
Well, it may be raining somewhere in Florida, and my stream has disconnected.
Yeah, the tin cans are not working today, man.
The hamster wants a raise.
Yeah, hamster needs a raise. I don't know.
Okay. On my side, me and Mom are bringing up the absolute rear. We are so far back that will we finish? Mom's still in double mixing bowl number 2.
Yep, Jack's
until she
just
gets sent back to the
disappeared on Twitch. Not Twitch, I'm sorry.
Mom's about to get eaten by the blue wall of death.
Looks like my whole internet connection just died.
Stay ahead of it, Mom. Stay ahead. Go forward.
Run, Marvel, run!
I know. Watch that blue wall of death just coming at you. You can.
And there it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and replug it just to see if it fixes itself, because it died. I guess there's a internet service provider issue going on right now, so you're all just going to have to deal with me being here for the moment while this does its thing, and talk about some real technical difficulties as we get back here and waiting for everything to reconnect, because we've got no connection. I'm waiting for everything to come back. Of course, again, I just unplugged everything, so bear with me as we see if this won't come back. And yeah, I can't even type there. There we go. Let's see if we can log in there now. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And everything is dead. It's dead, Jim. We'll know in a minute whether it was me or actually the internet service provider. If this doesn't come back, then we'll just go ahead and call it a day. We'll give it a minute or two just to see what's going on here. If anything, I can probably hop on the phone and get it on Jack's stream. But it takes just a couple minutes for this sucker to reboot, so we will see. And server's not responding over there on Chatty. And it looks like I've got an internet connection back. Server unable to authenticate Steam. There we go, finally. Now waiting for Discord to get back in queue. And hopefully that'll get back. There we go.
Back.
There we go.
Welcome back, Laz.
Yeah, looks like my ISP was having some hiccups.
Okay.
So I just went ahead and pulled the plug and replugged it and got us
5 minutes
back.
later, came back.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, here we are back. But let's see if everything else comes back. Let's see if the stream actually reconnects the way it's supposed to. All right, NMIC to Candace. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so I was over on the Twitterverse talking about the 20% sale that is still ongoing, and we might as well extend that to Indigenous Peoples Day besides Canadian Thanksgiving, because I'm sure that Chris forgot about that, even though Maxine is probably at home because the kiddies didn't go to school.
Isn't that what he claims this thing is?
No, Canadian players for Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But today is Indigenous Peoples Day in the U.S. or Christopher Columbus Day.
Yes, I said that at the beginning of the show.
But did Christopher Columbus discover anything?
Yeah, just like Neil Armstrong discovered the moon. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Neil Armstrong didn't discover the moon; it was always there. So tell me about Christopher Columbus. Yeah.
And I just realized I put on my shirt inside out today.
That's inside awesome. Out and backwards?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, stream looks like it's back, so everybody can hit refresh.
Yeah. And the Canadians are giving thanks for not being Americans. They are Americans. They live in North America.
That's right. Tell them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the only place where Columbus is really celebrated is the U.S. Everybody else hates his ass. So,
all right. So I got to pick up where I left off. Mom's getting herself some scrolls, and we got to close out a giveaway and pick ourselves a wiener,
and then go to the tweet from Saturday.
I'm going to share a quick screenshot with you just because you're going to get a great laugh at it.
Well, so Tina, discovered implies it was already there, but no one else was there. But there were natives already living there, so
yeah. Jack, you can appreciate that one.
I discovered my neighbor's yard.
Yeah, exactly. Eric the Red Day, yes. At least he set foot on North American soil.
All right, closing the giveaway. That not working? Picking a winner. And what happened? We disconnected because it can disconnect, so.
Okay. Yes, Sean is going to discover Paris. Now, you could use the discovery word in the sense that it was a new to him instance, but
and Tina would be is talking the winner.
About Hispaniola, which is what? Cuba, Dominican Republic, somewhere in there. And then we can talk about all the butchering and the fact that there were some gold trinkets, and they decided, even though the islands didn't have any gold themselves, and started cutting off people's limbs and doing all kinds of other atrocious things, including rape and murder and all kinds of things.
Tina's got himself a copy of Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, $39.99 on Steam. Congratulations, Tina.
Am I off camera?
Yes, you are off camera.
I only put on the shirt for the show too. Oops.
I'm sure.
And I just lost my earbuds, so
I heard them hit the floor.
I didn't put on the shirt for work.
Don't need the shirt for work. So congrats, Tina. There you go. $40 game for you right here on Monday Madness. Message failed to load.
Got to make sure that everything.
Discord, fix thyself.
Yes.
Because messages aren't sending on Discord. Why is that? Let me see if I can send it. Sending Tina his game key. There we go.
Oh.
It finally went. There it goes. Took a minute.
But on Saturday, the new Q8 is live. If you want to try the new Must Faster text version.
Must faster.
Not much faster. Must faster text version. It is Shroud GUI text 50, 250, 250, 100. Howdy, dude. 32. The last parameter is font size. This does not go in the on GUI section. It can be called from on GUI, but it will perform poorly. Instead, call it from on update.
On update.
Yeah.
Geek speak. Geek speak.
Yes.
So meanwhile, yeah, because I didn't know if you were actually going to make it in here today. I never did post these, so let me go ahead.
You didn't post a single one, man.
Yeah, I know. I didn't post any of them. Most of them
it's
are...
okay. We can go back to the Shroud update and find something to complain about. Because Mom wants to listen to us talk about very appropriate subscriber rewards with Tiki stuff for October.
Let's get that first topic up because...
Mom, did you know that October is Tiki season?
Or it's I wish I was someplace with Tiki stuff season.
Well, that's all the time. I wish I was.
All you got to do is come on down here. It's Tiki season all year long down here.
Yeah.
I would love to, but there's this thing called money that I don't have.
Yeah. Okay. It's like this October. We got laid and we got Tikis.
Why didn't that one go through?
I don't know. I'm waiting for messages from you.
There's a whole bunch of them in there. And they're going in the green room. Only one of them didn't make it.
And someone sending me messages that coding with Chris would not be fun. He put a space after the first, but not before the last. He put a space after one of the comma separated values, but not all of them. That's funny.
You telling me you don't see any of these messages?
Dude, I don't see... Like, my channel history, the last thing I see is the potted plant.
The potted plant.
Wait. That was in screenshots. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe that's why you're not seeing anything.
Vendor sales. You sold a trunk. And you sold 1,000 crowns.
Yeah, how many
order
1,000
fulfilled.
crowns?
Holy crap, dude. Hold on. We got to open this fucking picture up. Remember, Laz's ongoing rate for purchasing crowns is 50 gold?
That's right. 50 gold.
1,000. Damn you, Laz. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, I love this shit.
Now go sell them to on a vendor for like 3,000 gold.
350,000 a piece. Yeah. Make a killing. Let's see. That would be That'd be about 2 million gold I made for let's see
100,000.
50, yeah, for about 100,000. Yeah, I can make about 2 million off 100,000 investment that way.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Which makes it even funnier because, like, you put some poor noob sold those without knowing better. The noob knew enough to actually get to the sell page on a player vendor.
That's right.
So how noob were they? And
Well,
think
the
of the
the
thousands of
the
crowns that
vendor
they
is
had.
clearly listed. We buy Kodos, so it's one of them that he knew he can go to that vendor and sell. So,
Yeah.
but while I disagreed with the price, well, again, the price was 60 gold for all game time up until last month, and then
Yeah.
they upped it to 300
Last week.
gold. I really disagree with upping it to 300. I mean, I believe it should have been upped, but I didn't think it should be upped that much. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, speaking of that, I should be able to turn around and sell my crown to any NPC for 300 gold.
If that's the rate, yes, that's the actual. Yeah.
Instead, my crowns that have a value
have a value of what is 12? I think it is
something ridiculously low. I mean, I've got like 300 crowns.
No,
left.
It's 2.
Oh yeah, 2 gold. And my upload just failed. What the fuck?
2 gold.
Yeah, so it's like, why can't Chris even fix that value? Where vendors would pay you 300 gold.
Because they used to do it, and they decided that they didn't want to be in the selling of gold business. I don't know why, because every other game in the world sells the game currency for cash, and that's how they make their money. Again, I was talking about Chris's live stream before we got cut off there, and then he goes into this whole spiel of why some items are heritage, and I mean, I think I'm going to cue that up for tomorrow because I think it's a bunch of bunkus, especially
a whole
how
bunch
he
of face
explains
palming.
it. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a whole bunch, but we'll clip that for tomorrow and get that out because his rationale and reasoning is just, it's a big face palm is all I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, it's one where it's, as we've like, Mom, earmuffs, okay? You got that, Mom? Earmuffs.
Uh-huh.
As we've discussed, the only way Shroud can actually make money is selling pixel crack.
Pixel crack.
That is their business model. They hope that created a game that people want to play, but in order to fund all of that development, because they have killed off every other revenue stream, is to sell pixel crack. And they even changed that pixel crack into, the only way to purchase that is by purchasing the crowns.
Right.
Okay, so they sell those crowns so that way players can purchase that pixel crack. So what is the business model? Selling players pixel crack.
Well, right now the business model is selling players crowns because that's the only real income. There's no more income from game sales. Well, that's not true. You can actually get some income from people upgrading to episode 2, but how many people are actually buying into that right now? Most of us, long timers, bought all 5 episodes up front so that we didn't have to worry about that.
And if you look at the history of episode 1, it went free to play after 6 months.
Yeah. Which means
before
episode
even
2,
advertising the game, realistically, with a strong advertising push, it went straight to free to play.
Now, speaking of advertising pushes, let's talk about this real quick because, oh, the boys over at Amazon are up to no good again. And,
What? Never.
well, yeah, New World and Amazon reneging, yeah, not just for the small guys, but the big guys, reneging on their promise that they made last week that go join any server. We're going to make it so that you can switch servers at will and go join your friends. So people who went and joined low populated servers and spent hundreds of hours building up their characters found out yesterday that is not true. They will
Well, so
only be able to join the servers local to them. They will not be able to join any server where their friends are,
well,
including full servers.
well, that's one where local to them means that it's region based. So if you're in North America, you'd be able to join a North America. You wouldn't be
Right,
able to
but
join one
lots of people
on.
joined up, vice versa. EU joined US servers, and US people joined EU servers because they were told just go ahead and get your character so you can play because the
On a
servers in your
population.
area
Yeah.
were on a lower
Yeah.
population, and now they're all screwed unless they start over. And people are screaming bloody murder because in a matter of days they reneged on the promise that you will be able to join your friends in their server wherever they are.
Laz, have you even paid for New World yet?
No, I was actually this close to dropping $50 on the game until Fiona mentioned last weekend that she was playing, and I actually happened to be watching a bunch of people on stream run roll, run roll, run roll, run roll, run roll, run roll, run roll. Every single player I saw was doing run roll, run roll, run roll, run roll. It was stupid.
What is the roll for? The character rolling or a dice roll?
A combat roll, yeah. It's like run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, except it's run, roll, run, roll, run, roll. Like a forward combat roll. Like, you were rolling to duck out of the way of getting hit by something, but these guys were just traveling. They weren't doing anything. And I mean, this was, I looked at like 10 streamers, and each and every streamer was doing this stupid run roll BS. I mean, it was just stupid. Stupidly stupid. That's how bad it was.
Laz, is it a better experience than double tapping W in order to run?
Personally, I just click a little button on the side of my mouse and I run, and then I hit a speed boost and I'm good. So I don't even bother with the double tap. Yeah, I know that one. Double tap and W to get that extra speed boost. No, I don't. But I didn't see them benefiting out of this. That's the whole point. I can understand if they were getting more speed by doing it.
That there may be something where, okay, that was an unintended bug that they'll fix in short order.
No, these guys were intentionally doing it. Yeah.
Oh, they were intentionally doing it?
That's what I'm saying. But every single player was doing it. Yeah, it's like it was likened to the players in World of Warcraft. They would run and jump, just like you do here. You do it a lot here. You run and jump and run and jump and run and jump just because you've done it in other games.
Well, that's because, like, in Counter-Strike, a very, very, very long time ago, bunny hopping was the fastest way to get anywhere.
Right. And I assume that they might be getting some speed gains out of it when I saw this, but I couldn't see any noticeable speed gains. So I said, okay, this guy's just dicking around.
Run combat roll is a player choice. It's not something that you happen to
agree with. As far as I understand. Yeah, as far as I understand. But
yeah,
for the life of me, I saw the first guy do it, and I'm like, this is stupid. Let me go watch somebody else who's not just, And the next guy was doing it. And I'm like, really? So I switched over to the next guy.
That's
10 players in a row were doing this run roll thing that just totally threw me off. But Econ, this is another thing that's got me questioning other games like this, and this is something I wanted to talk about. I guess we're just derailing the train off all those topics I put in there today, but
yes, you are, because we didn't even finish the discussion about your job is to sell pixel crack,
yeah,
which means you need to keep introducing new pixel crack and removing old pixel crack, not reselling old pixel crack that you told everybody was get it now or never get it again.
Yeah, well, that is new pixel crack to them, but Economist, this would have been a perfect place for this new feature that Streamlabs has got, which is allowing me to pin your comment up on the screen for everybody. But I guess Amazon is having issues scaling horizontally with AWS. Yes, absolutely.
Tina does say it's imparting a free speed bonus. It's not a choice. It's a choice. If you want to run even faster, you do this. Yeah.
Again, I didn't see anybody getting any extra speed out of that. But
well, you would you would have to have two players like running next to each other. And
so first off, Amazon owns AWS, has all the server space in the world. So my thoughts on their choice of making regional shards or servers, unlike the open world we have here, the open world other games have,
well, how do you think this game would perform if we had 700,000 players on it?
Instancing. Make a different instance.
How do you think our 10-year-old servers would handle it? Well,
I would be under the assumption. Yeah, I know. Remember, I shouldn't assume that if we had 700,000 people, there would be money to buy servers that were more up to speed and up to date.
Well, the other thing is, like, even though Amazon owns the company,
Econdis, it's not.
That doesn't mean that they work on the same department and have that integration between the two. So for that architecture, they're probably just relying on someone else.
I don't know exactly how the setup is, but the main game servers are in a hosted co-location down there, and I'm guessing they talk to the AWS so that they can spin up extra space and servers as needed. But the co-location has the main game servers and other stuff on it, as far as I understand,
on the AWS East Coast.
Yeah. But again, I don't understand, the difference in shards, because they actually have servers that are totally full. You can't get into them anymore unless I guess you just can't get into them. You just can't. Fish. Winfield says, I'm so glad fishing is low CPU, low GPU, low BW. I'm happy to fish with 200 people at once.
200,000 people.
Yeah. 200,000, 200K. Okay, yeah.
Also low adrenaline and low fun.
Well, I wish Shroud had 200,000 players in it.
I would think it's more fun than making cupcakes, though. I mean, just my 2 cents on that one, Casey. But anyway, yeah, as Amazon went back on their word, going, nope, you can join servers, you can change servers, but they're only going to be local to you, and screw you guys. Doesn't matter what you promised you. We got your $50.
The concern is all the bots, and so they're trying to limit the bots going. And unfortunately, the unintended consequence is, you got to choose somewhere local.
Yeah. Well, again, I was gonna throw my $50 at it, but decided better of it. Maybe later on down the line when they figured things out. It doesn't look too much different than any other game. Graphics look okay. I do gotta say, again, they got the same thing. You gotta opt in for PvP. It's not full world PvP. But they do have what is the word I'm looking for? Like clan battles. You're on one side or the other, and you're fighting for territory in the actual world. And the world map turns different colors by whoever is controlling that portion of the territory at the given time. And there are control points. Yes, control points that you can go battle to win these areas and territories of land that you battle for. So I did like seeing somebody who actually pulled that off and put that into play, making it work. So Guild Wars is pretty much, yeah, same difference. You join the guild, and your guild can actually take over territory in the game. That's probably the best descriptor for it. I think that's might actually be what they're calling it, Econdas. So again, glad to see that. Annoyed again that they have you got to flag PvP in order to join that. Again, I've gotten so used to most games that are either you're a combatant by default, or there is no combatant situations in the game. One of the two. If you're playing something like Fallout 76, you're a combatant. If you're playing something like GTA, you're a combatant. If you're playing something like Red Dead, you're a combatant. You don't have a choice. You're in the world, and you're up to, you know, you're open to being killed at any point, and there aren't really many consequences. You can like lose some money and stuff like that. If you're running a mission, you can lose the stuff on your mission, but yeah, well, we have them. They're just non-functional, Tina. That's just the problem with it, and it's been asked for over and over and over again. But since we're not going to be able to get to this heavy-duty topic, let's get to one of the smaller topics that we had queued up here for today. Come on, what happened there? Where did it go?
I have no idea.
I think it closed out on me. Let me see.
Are you talking about zone listing search?
Yeah, let's do that one. We'll work our way backwards. Zone listing and mounts toggle, since we only have a couple minutes.
Zone vendor listing should also filter items by the original name, because if you apply a pattern, it takes that name.
Yes, and if you rename like a chest or a bag, it drops to whatever you renamed it to, not what the actual item is. So, I think this is how people give me guff about selling my how to make thousands of gold daily. Well, I think it's finally time to start selling bags of holding out there on vendors.
Well, no, not only that. Hold on. Do I have a sheet of paper? Paper. I need something trash. Hold on. Let's go with rotting flesh. Can I rename that? No, I cannot rename. Something that I can rename.
Got to be something like a bag or a chest or something like that. Stymie says, yeah, but companies are mass reporting the other side's key players to get them banned before battles. So this isn't exactly fair fighting. Is that actually happening and people are falling for it?
Hold on. I just need things that can be renamed. What can be renamed? How do you rename something?
You got to right click on it.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can be renamed.
Again, the only things that really can be renamed are containers for the most part. Containers, vendors, automatons, whatchamacallits, yeah. Conversationalists. Nothing that you would like to rename to something else is renameable. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I mean that's where it's like shouldn't
that's too funny, Stymie. I mean, that's just brutally outright,
So what
BS,
what you do, Laz, is you create a piece of paper, publish it with the title of 1 billion gold. Put that up on your vendor.
What, 1 million gold credit?
No, just 1 billion gold or whatever. And then put that on your vendor and then sell that. And you can do it as a million. You can do it as different values.
You're actually been doing that for a long time out on the vendor in the New Britannia market, donations for NBNN.
The NBNN donations, yeah.
Yeah, you just 1 million gold donation, 100,000 gold donations.
Yeah, I mean, I'm allowing people to buy.
But what you're saying is
in-game gold to us.
Selling 1 million gold pieces of paper for say 100,000 is what
Yes.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, originally, and this is something that goes back to. Let me pull up my inventory here because I actually have a couple of items that are renamed, which are bags. But and one of my bags is of course called the bag of holding. It's a bag and it holds stuff. Okay, so not really false advertising. What you think it is what it is. I also have a backpack of holding and other stuff. Just to organize what's in what. But once renaming became an option, people were renaming stuff and people were buying it, and people were complaining that they bought something that they didn't realize they were buying because they thought the name of it was. And basically, in my opinion, people were whining about they made a purchase about something that they thought that they were buying.
Yeah.
But they didn't realize that they were buying. Now, if I take and rename a whole bunch of my bags that I put for sale on my vendor as a bag of holding, it is a bag, and B, it does hold something. If you believe that you're buying a bag that's going to hold an infinite amount of items, you're kidding yourself because there is no such item in the game.
I hate to tell you this, but D&D rules, they updated the limits to what a bag of holding can contain a long time ago.
Even in the original?
The infinite portal. Like if you're going back to second edition, it was an infinite amount. But,
if you're playing second edition, you're playing second edition rules, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck even plays second edition anymore?
I don't know.
I do have several books downstairs on my bookshelf for second edition.
Yeah, I bet you do.
And first edition and the original red box stuff.
I had a DM who did
have second edition in my house.
What?
There you go. She only has second edition in her house. So there you go. There's your answer.
Are you playing it though, Mom?
No, because my DM quit, and when I tried to DM, my players were assholes. So that was the end of that.
Well, that's always the case.
That's where you have to fuck with them.
That's where the DM's got to be a bigger assholes than the player assholes. Absolutely.
Except my DM was Temmie, and I have to sleep with him at night, so I couldn't be too big of a jackass.
Well, then how did he quit? You tell him you can't quit. You live here. What the hell is that? He quit.
If you
we just don't have a group anymore.
Yeah. Boomers play second edition.
There you go.
Second edition was fantastic until they went off into every single genre with the separate manual, like the fighter's handbook.
Until they released the third edition and the fourth edition and the enhanced editions.
3.5, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of fifth edition books right now.
Then they're the books of specialties and stuff that just you had to know the rules from all 20 books in order to, it got a little ridiculous.
And then you end up with the players that are taking the interesting perspectives by being rules assholes. But it's one where it's like you should always just go with, this is a homebrew, DM's choice. It's similar to this. We're going to use this as a template for the D&D stuff. Yeah.
Now, I had a DM way back in the days when I used to play, in the Air Force, and he just used a mix of, he had the D&D guides, and then he had a book that was called Arcanum. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, and that was basically what he ran everything off. He, took the Arcanum book and used that as his main guide, and then loosely based everything else off of all the other stuff that people knew about. And he would just go by his own damn rules, whether we liked it or not.
Yeah, I mean, because otherwise players get in the way of the story, and it's
Players get in the way of themselves.
Yes.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast fireball. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you killed everybody, including yourself. But the other thing is, like, I really like the idea of taking shit. What was that fucking really shitty Tom Hanks movie, as well as like several novels that have been, or even the Dungeons and Dragons cartoons, where you're taken and you're transported into this new environment. And what you should do is give the characters blank character sheets. You have all their character stats. They have to figure it out, like what they're doing. That way, you're removing some of that play style away from it.
So sort of like how our characters are suddenly whisked away from our earthly realm into this realm, and we have to start over figuring out.
Shit. Dungeons and Tom Hanks, where they go into the tunnels and there's that murder. Part of the D&D scare in the 80s. Okay.
I don't even remember that. But I'll tell you what, also, if you all haven't seen yourselves Free Guy yet, it's worth a watch. Funny as all get out.
Monsters.
Mazes and Monsters.
Yeah.
I know Jack didn't enjoy Black Widow all that much, but I think you'll enjoy Free Guy.
That movie sucked. That was a 2.5 out of 10. And that's being generous.
Yeah, I didn't care for the ending. The ending really didn't make a whole bunch of sense. The only thing I got a kick out of was Elaine showing up at the end. That was about all that did it for me.
Yeah. But the best parts were her sister that kept on calling her a poser, and some of the other like jokes that were done. But the stunt sequences were absolute trash.
You mean unrealistic and just incomprehensible?
Yeah,
this superhero movie is totally realistic.
Hey, she was getting bruised in those fights.
She was not a superhero. She was a regular human being assassin.
Human. Yeah.
So being able to fall 20,000 feet out of the sky and land on a piece of debris and surf her way to the ground is totally unrealistic. Not like she was Superman and she could fly. Well,
that if you're parachuting and you're reaching terminal velocity and then you crash into someone, you're more than likely going to cut them in half.
Yeah, but I don't know. I sort of enjoyed it, but it was disappointing at the same time. Just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, sorry. Spoiler alerts, people.
Go watch Free Guy. It's stupid, but it's funny, and you'll get a kick out of it because it's the life of an NPC come to life, artificial intelligence. And of course, it's Ryan Reynolds, so
Yeah. Suspension of disbelief was not suspended at all in Black Widow, and I watch a ton of cheesy shit.
Yeah, the cheesier the better.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Suicide Squad. Just because. Yeah,
I've got it. Haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to take some time. Which Suicide Squad are we talking about? The first one or the new one?
Second one.
The second one. Okay.
I mean, it starts off really stupid, but then you realize that's the B team being sent in as cannon fodder. But spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But meanwhile, I got to remind you that you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Nemesis, twitch.tv/NBN News. Catching us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. We appreciate you no matter how you watch, no matter how you tune in, and what time of the day it is. But we repeat on WRFB at 12s and 6s around the clock if you miss us live. And of course, that's for all those folks all the way around the world. The Britannia Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, near the town of Exeter, and conveniently located next to the mines you want to be near. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7. ShroudMusic.com for ABC files. And of course, the Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related. Jack's going to tell you all about it in 30 seconds or less.
Or not.
Or not. Okay. Because we're going to go ahead and close out giveaways and give away some goodies here at the end of the show.
Yes. I give a copy of Talisman Origins to Monard for winning on my stream. And Talisman was one of the coolest board games back in the early 90s. So now computer game. But Talisman Origins you two can play. So enjoy it.
I've got a
It's like
copy
$7
of
bucks.
Torchlight, $14.99 for one lucky user out there. And that person is going to be KC Cupcakes. Congratulations, KC. You've got a copy of Torchlight added to your collection. And of course, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back maybe with the news that I've been trying to get to you all last week and beginning of this week, but who knows? We just probably derailed the train like we usually do. Here's my nachos. Nom, 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 nom. Thank you, Tina. But meanwhile, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
I love you.